Hello, my name is James Alves, and I work for the End User Technologies Department at BYU, Idaho. Today, I'm going to make a recommendation report for this department to help us be more in line with the vision statement of the university and be more productive in general. So, the IT vision statement has three imperatives. It is to increase the quality of the student experience, to serve more students, and also lower the relative cost. This is the situation. Every year, we have to replace computers in university. We have this 4-year rotation, and every year, before we buy the computers, we actually go and make the purchase. We have to decide what kind of computers we're gonna buy. We can either buy similar computers to people, so if people have PCs, we're gonna replace them with PCs, but their changes need their changes sorry their needs change, so we have to accommodate those changes. So if people have PCs and need Macs, we have to make the necessary accommodations. And this creates a lot of email communication. We send out the first email telling people that they are gonna have a replacement, and then they can either not respond, and then they're gonna get a normal, the same type of computer, or they can respond, have questions, and this email back and forth takes a long time. It delays our opportunity to make a purchasing decision, and it also delays the computer replacement in general. So this is the problem. It takes a long time to get everything set up on what we're gonna buy, and if we have all the approvals, who's gonna pay for it, and we want to propose a better solution for this initial process on gathering the information about the computers and replacing them. So we want to make the communication shorter, down to the case where we send one email, we get one response, and we have enough information to make the purchasing decision. And these questions may be simple as like, is my two monitor setup gonna work? Or how many ports is my computer gonna have? Or they may need additional approvals like, I have a PC, I need a Mac. This costs more, so you need an authorization. And our solution has a way to gathering all this information and also answering all those questions with less communication than we do right now. So this is the criteria for the research that we made. We in a new model or in a new solution that we're gonna have, we need to gather the same amount of data. So we still need to know what the professors or administrators' needs are, and we also need to have all the authorizations for the purchases that we're gonna make. So we're not gonna lose any data in a new solution. We cannot introduce any costs because the university set an example to be frugal, so we're not going to introduce any costs with this new solution. And it's also going to be faster. That's the main goal, to be faster, so we can move forward with the process and serve the university employees better. So, in part of our research, we try to find some solutions that the IT department is using in other areas that we can incorporate to this specific problem. And in the website, we have several FAQs. So we have these freaking ask questions, and they're really good. The website has lots of examples where if people go to the website, basically all their answers are going to be answered there. Sorry, all their questions are going to be answered there. Also, we have Office 365. This is a gigantic suite of programs that we can use in several applications. And since the university is already paying for it, this is a good place to start. And that's one of the places that we looked in our research. And I also tried to look at the current approach. So this is a screenshot of the email the faculty received this year for the computer replacements. And it has lots of helpful information. And this is an attempt that our department is making to give them all the information that they need to make a purchasing decision. And this is our solution. Our solution to be faster and also serve both sides better. Serve the people that are going to receive computers and also our department with the information that we require to make these purchases. So the first part of this solution is making all the managers understand the process. Because usually when they receive the email, they receive along with their team, and if any authorizations are needed, like someone working under me needs an iMac instead of receiving a laptop, sorry, a PC desktop, he needs an approval. So we're gonna educate the managers so they know what's going on. Like people in their team are gonna receive computers, so they know that they need to provide an approval, and his approval implies that their department is gonna be charged with this computer. Second, since this solution is already implemented by the IT department, we're going to create a frequent ask questions page about this process. People may not think about it, but it's quite complicated. So we want to explain to the maximum detail in this page everything. So questions like, can I keep my setup? Or if I ask for this computer, do I need an approval? Or how long it's gonna take, and all those details. For example, before we actually make the purchase, we cannot confirm exactly what kind of computer people are gonna have or exactly the specs each type of computer. So this website is gonna provide extreme details. So if people need all these details, all these justifications, they're gonna be listed on this web page. And if people need just one simple answer to their questions, they can go directly there and get this information. And third, this third solution that is going to be integrated here is going to integrate all that. We're going to use Microsoft Forms. It's part of the Microsoft service, so it's a secure solution. So our data is going to be secure, and it's people are usually are used to the Office products, so this is going to be a plus here. So in this forms, instead of sending an email and require an answer, we're having people filling a form with a dynamic form that adapts according to their needs. So if they are okay with their change, the form is short, and if they need more, the form can be more complicated to talk about, for example, the authorizations that they need to get or how long it's going to take. And this form is going to be linking to the FAQ webpage so people can have their questions answered without having to ask IT, wait for an answer. Everything's going to be written out in there. And I'm going to go through an example to make this solution clear. So first, we're going to contact the managers. So all the stakeholders that are going to make purchasing decisions, everyone who's going to touch the money. So department chairs, department deans, or managers for the administration, they're all going to be aware. So they're going to receive an email. We might make a meeting if we have a large number of people receiving computers. And we're going to make sure that every one of these stakeholders that touch the money understand what's going to happen, and if they give an authorization for one of their employees, what this authorization implies. Second, the general email is going to be sent. It's just like the example we've seen earlier, but instead of having a huge text explaining everything, it's going to be something super simple with a link to the Microsoft form that we have. So if people understand what's going on, they can go and answer the form, or they can go to the FAQ and get their specific specific questions answered. And then third, we have our Microsoft form. So people are going to be empowered to answer their form confidently because their managers are going to be aware if they come with them with questions about approvals. And then if they still have questions, they can go to the FAQ page. So this FAQ works for everyone. So if the managers they don't want to talk with us or they are good with just receiving an email, they can go there and get answers. People, the general employees that are going to receive replacements, can go to the FAQ page as well to get answers. And if people are in the Microsoft form and they are in a specific question and they're not sure, we're going to link to the FAQ page as well. So people, when people finally submit the form, they know exactly what they're doing, and it's only one communication, and it's a complete communication to IT. And then our department and user technologies is going to receive only one communication that is going to be complete, allowing us to move forward with the next steps in his computer replacement process. Now we're gonna have a demo. So I'm gonna show you guys a working prototype. Um, this one took me like 10 minutes to make. It's super easy to make in forms, and it has a powerful functionality. So let's go in this example. So let's say our brother foils. So we have here Mark Foils. So this employee got the email about his computer that's gonna be replaced. And in his first page, he has two options. He has, let's say, Windows laptop, and he's good with his replacement. So he can just answer yes, and he's gonna be good with the form. He's gonna submit it, and that's gonna be it. We're just gonna replace with the standard Windows laptop for him. So this is super short, and people can answer this with confidence. And we can add the links here for the FAQ if he or she has some questions. Now, if this person needs something different, he can answer no, and then we can have another page where we're gonna get more information. So this is really powerful because it's conditional. So it's big for people that need to provide more information. It's short for people that don't need that much. So in the second page, you can inform the asset tag for the computer you're using. And then, so this is the first prototype. I don't have like all the questions that are going to be added here. When we plan this, we're going to think about all the scenarios. But in this scenario, let's say I have a laptop and I want a PC high-end, let's say. And then if I have questions, so you can see here that we can add links. So I'm going to follow this link. You can see here. As I showed in the slides, the IT department already has FAQs set up for other types of questions. So we have the template and everything. You just have to add the questions. And as you can see, this question is expanded because this link that I clicked took me directly to this. So when we create our FAQ, we can have a specific answer for PC desktops, for the asset tag, for everything. And now here, it's another conditional question for the manager approval. So if the change I'm asking needs for an approval, I'm gonna click yes, and then it asks for the manager email. So this is my idea for this first prototype, but it can be different. But that's the power of forms. In here, I had a conditional question, and then I can add the manager approval. If I don't need an approval, I can click no, and I'll be able to submit the form. And also, another powerful thing in forms is that it can be exported to Excel, but I can also get a glance of what's happening, like average time to complete, if I'm getting more changes in the computer replacements, or if people are getting similar computers, the computers that are being most asked for, and all this powerful information is at a glance. So I loved this implementation with forms. It's gonna make our lives a lot easier. Let me go back to this presentation. So this is our solution. We believe we're going to save a lot of time for the end user technology department, and we're going to be empowered by having all the information we need in one shot. And then if we have complicated cases, we can dedicate our time to them. This is going to be very helpful to our department and also to the university, because people are going to be more confident about the computer replacements they're going to receive, and they're going to serve their students better, and we're going to save money in the time that we're going to save here. So this is great for the end user technology department, for the IT department, for the university and the students. And that's who we're trying to serve. We're trying to serve the students. So this is going to be a huge improvement. Thank you for your time.